Hey everyone, and welcome back to Commander Cookout on YouTube, Top 5 in 5. This week we're going to do the top 5 keywords that I would like to see re-brought back into the fold. That made total sense.
That's right, and we're brought to you by FusionGamingOnline.com, your source for all of your gaming needs. All of your needs that have these abilities on them if you want to try them out and see if you agree with Brando. And don't forget CCO Fusion 5 promo code to get you 5% off your entire order of cards that you might be buying anyways, even if they're not specifically the cards we talk about today. So let's get into it. Number 5.
Number 5 is Radiance. You remember Radiance? It was from OG Ravnica. It was the Boros ability. It's a thing where spell would target a creature or permanent or whatever, and then it would also affect everything that shared a color with it. And it was terrible. But I think the game has evolved to a point where you could probably print it like into a commander product of like maybe mono or dual color decks. Yes. And I think the design space now is such that you could get some really, really cool shit out of that.
Yeah, technology has improved, creativity has improved, and if you put it into, as a commander product, you put it into like maybe a 1 or 2 color deck or Radiance for 2 colors, you could find so much more to do and it wouldn't feel quite as squished as a lot of the mechanics felt like they were in original Ravnica.
Except for Dredge.
Ooh. Number 4.
Offering. Do you remember Offering?
It's terrible.
Oh, it was not very good. It was from Kamigawa, so you know where this is going. But it was a mechanic where it would have like rat offering, snake offering, moonfolk offering.
And you sacrifice one of that creature, and it makes the spell that you're casting cost less. Kind of like Convoke, but sacrifice tribal.
Sort of, yeah.
Okay.
And so it was very, very narrow at the time, but now we have tribal enchantments, tribal instants, tribal sorceries, and you could have maybe like a X spell where you can only sacrifice snakes for X, or you could have enchantments that you could sack your creatures to get it into play instead. Or I just think there's a lot of design space that we haven't played with there, and I'd really like to see it have a resurgence.
Yes, they haven't offered up any of the design space.
Oh!
See ya. Number 3.
Wither.
Isn't Wither just a worse version of Infect?
Is it worse because it doesn't kill your opponents in 10 damage, or is it better because your opponents aren't terrified of it because they're going to die after 10 damage?
Oh, they're not trying to kill you. They're not trying to kill you because you're playing Infect.
Exactly. It just changes how combat works. It makes damage semi-permanent. It has lots of interactions that it could work with things like Persist, or all the +1/+1 nonsense that's happening now.
It changes the math. Math is usually just for blockers, right? I'm going to take all of it. How much is it? I don't know. You're blocking. You figured out. Well, no, now math is for attackers because you make all their guys smaller if they block. It changes how much you take on the crackback and stuff. It changes the game.
Your wave upon waves of 1/1s that crash against their 0/7s is now meaning something. It gives that inevitability. And I think that that's something that isn't missing from the game, but would be a welcome addition to the game.
Number 2,
Cypher.
Cypher.
It's from another one of the Ravnica sets. I believe it was the Dimir keyword where you would cast an usually overcosted sorcery or instant, exile it from the game, attach it to a creature.
You encode it on a creature, right?
Yeah. Then that creature deals damage to a player, you get to play it again. I just think this was really, really cool, and I would love to see it come back.
Yeah, you like the trigger on attack type things because you like to attack. So if you like to attack, maybe Cypher is an ability that you would like, and it's in the not traditional attacky colors.
Don't just sit behind your consuming aberration like some kind of pussy ass blocker. Swing with it.
Yes, and get marginal benefit like tapping a creature.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And the number 1 mechanic or ability that Brando would like to see come back, commander product or otherwise, what do you think?
Clash.
Now,
I don't think there's anybody that's ever actually played a Clash card seriously. Here's how it works. You play the card, you and your opponent reveal the top card of your library. Whoever has the highest CMC card wins, and the effect of the spell could change based on what happens. I just think that having a deck that was based around that, or a mechanic, or even a set with lots of Clash stuff in it, would encourage us as EDH players to get off the efficiency train and start playing some of those big, bomb-ass, motherfucking cards.
I got this. Okay, let's clash. Here's the top of my curve, 3 mana.
Here's my 12 casting cost lightning dinosaur.
Oh no.
Right?
You know what I think? More than anything, I want a Western Magic set. And Clash kind of feels like a shootout. Pew, 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 pew. Yeah, like I want like Magic fucking shoot 'em up. Yes.
We've done it. Patent pending.
That's it. Okay, and that is Brando's top 5 in 5 abilities that he wants back. And don't forget, any of the cards we talk about today can be found at FusionGamingOnline.com for a discount when you use CCO Fusion 5 promo code. And final big thank you goes out to all the Patreon supporters over at patreon.com/CCO Podcast. You can get a list of their names and our Totally Medium editor right now.